I don't know anything. Everything that I've been told is somebody else's story. Everything that I've been told is somebody else's program. Everything that I've been told is just the label. In order to lift the veil, you have to drop the label. Morning, mate.
Yeah.
Morning. You know, you were only ever dealing with somebody's conditioned mind. And what I mean by that, you were only ever in contact with somebody's overlay. I don't know what they mean. I don't understand what they're trying to tell me. I don't understand the judgment. I don't understand the opinion. I don't understand the like or dislike. I don't understand the view. Because what they are communicating from is form. What are they communicating from is their total identification with the label, and I don't understand the label. So therefore, there is the moment playing out in the moment. But there is no identification with the moment. There is just the moment that is playing out in the moment. There is no overlay. There is no conditioned mind. There is no programming. The programming ceases to exist. The matrix dissolves away. Once you come to see that everything that you've been told is a label. Once you tell a child that that is a dog. Hello, sweetheart. Hello. Hello. Once you tell a child that that is a dog, they will never see a dog the same again. Why? Because they've slammed the trapdoor shut on the label. They never see the life force that is in front of it. They just see a dog. They see a human with a name. Dad, mum, sister, bang. Trapdoor shut for the rest of that entity's lifetime. When all the time, consciousness, the awareness, the witness, or whatever you human want to call it, is always there. It's the thing without the labels before you were conditioned and programmed into the matrix. These labels are false, people. These names that you give things are false. It's just somebody else's program. It's somebody else's conditioned mind that you have adopted as a sense of self. Drop it all away. Come into the infinite space of awareness. There's just, your suffering ends right there. There is no suffering in awareness. Because there's no judgment. There is no opinion. There is no view. There is no like. There is no dislike. Before you got conditioned, before you got programmed, before your consciousness merged with the matrix, you was consciousness awareness experiencing a moment, weren't you? You was born, and instantly when you was born, that's John. That's John. He's got blue eyes. He's got green fucking hair, whatever it might be. He's conditioned into program to believe that that's who he is. To believe that that's an entity with a name. When all the time the awareness is always there. Morning, guys. Morning, mate. You're only ever. It's just conditioning. It's just programming. It's. They don't even see it. They're not even aware of it. They're just running on a system that they believe is who they are. On the overlay. I can't take anyone seriously. I can't take anyone seriously when you come to see that it is just the conditioned mind that is presenting itself in the moment. It is just the overlay that is presenting itself in the moment. It is just somebody else's labels that they're identifying within the moment. Them labels, that conditioning is their own conditioning. It's their own program that's playing in the mind. Every single entity on this planet, what do they say? 83 billion entities on this planet. Every 83 billion humans on this planet. And every single one of them is running their own program. Every single one is seeing the moment differently. Every single one of them has got their own overlay. When there's no mind here, when there's no label here, when you don't understand the mind, you can't understand the mind. You can't understand the mind once you come to see that that mind is somebody else's label. That mind is somebody else's conditioning. That mind is somebody else's program. It's impossible to believe the mind. It's impossible to believe any thought that enters the mind. All them thoughts have to be false. They have to be false. Because the labels are false. And them labels that are coming up into everyone's mind is just their own version of a label. It's just their own conditioning. It's their own program. So therefore, in every moment, what you're communicating with is just somebody's labels. It all dissolves away. The no sense of this planet dissolves away, but then the life force takes over. Then it is just the moment, without a name for orange, without a name for bike, without a name for a human, without a name for a motorbike. There is no name. There is no label there. Morning, buddy. Have a good day, mate. There is, once you come to see that everyone's living from their own conditioned mind, then this matrix dissolves into, and then by the matrix I mean the label, by the naming, dissolves into nothing. You just see life force in the moment. That's all that ever is there. That is all that will ever be there. Morning, guys. Morning, mate. It's fucking great. Life is unbelievably beautiful. Unbelievable. People are so consumed by a story in their mind that is false. Absolutely taken over by a program. Taken over by the overlay. Thinking that all them thoughts, all them stories are who they are. It's bizarre to me. It's always been bizarre. I never believed the story. I never believed what people were telling me when I was a child. Didn't believe it. Thought it was bollocks. These judgments, these opinions, these views. Where does that come from? That comes from a story that you've been told. How would you know what the fucking colour green was? How would you know what the name for that human was? How would you know what the name for that water was? How would you know? You wouldn't even know. So then what is there if you don't know? There is just life force there in the moment. Without the label, without your identification with form. Without your identification with a name. Stop naming shit. Stop labelling bullshit. It's nonsense. It's all nonsense. Swearing. That was just a way to silence people years ago. People get offended by a fucking swear word. Not knowing that them swear words, what do they try and do on this planet? At this moment in time, they try and silence people, don't they? Freedom of speech, they call it. But that was just a way to make sure people didn't have freedom of speech. Religion, what a lot of shite. Just another story, just another program to keep consciousness cocooned in the one or two options that the ego gives you. There is no label. There is no conditioning. There is no. It doesn't exist. It exists if you identify with form. It exists if you truly believe that that is a dog. That's the only place that can exist. It exists in your identification with form. It exists in your total identification, your addiction to the label, your addiction to the mind. I can't take people seriously anymore. Once you see that 99.9% of the people on this planet are live fucking more probably. It's very rare to see this. It's extremely rare to live it as a human that's awakened in a body. Very, very rare. That there is nothing there. Morning, buddy. Have a good day, mate. There is nothing there. There is just the moment that is happening. The overlay is the trap. The overlay, the conditioned mind, is the veil. You have total amnesia when you're born onto this planet, but then you have a second layer to the veil of forgetting. That veil of forgetting is the conditioned mind. And every single entity on this planet is living from that conditioned mind. Is living from the overlay. You have consciousness that is aware of the moment when you're born. The child. There is no story there, is there? There is no conditioning, there is no program. It's just awareness, experience in the moment. And then what happens, you slap with, that's Janet. That's Dorothy. That's Bob. He's got fucking ginger beard. A label. So that entity, the consciousness, has been veiled by the mind. That consciousness has been veiled by the label. What if that wasn't there? What if your identification with label wasn't there? What would you see? You wouldn't see Gingerbeard, would you? You wouldn't see Dorothy. You wouldn't see Bob. In every single moment, there'd be no judgment. There'd be no fear. There'd be no... It's all just a story. It's all just a label. So what would be there? There'd just be the life force happening in the moment. The children on this planet at this moment in time do not believe the stories. This is why everything is ramped up. Everything is ramped on this planet at this moment in order for you to choose. Not you as a body. Fuck you as a body. Take away your name. Take away your age. Take away your height. Take away how fat you are. Take away how thin you are. Take it all the fucking way. Take all the labels away. And you're left with consciousness experience in the moment. It is that consciousness, it is that awareness. Morning, guys. Morning. It is that consciousness, it is that awareness that incarnates on a body. These children on this planet at this minute are 3 and 4 density children. They don't believe the story. They don't believe the conditioning, do they? They just don't believe it. They've dropped the matrix before they're even born into a body. They've come onto this planet to experience oneness. They've come onto this planet to experience unconditional love, to experience no separation, to experience, and this is what has happened on the planet. This is why everything is ramped up in order for your consciousness to choose. You get one shot. It is now or never. It is now or never to choose. You choose service to self or you choose service to others. You choose to listen to the egoic mind, to listen to the matrix, to listen to the label, to listen to the conditioning, to listen to the program, to listen to the name for a horse, or you can drop it away and you can see the life force that is presenting itself in the moment. No label, no name, unconditional love, no judgment. There is just the moment, people. You get to choose. Your consciousness gets to choose. You can go for another cycle if you want, for another 75,000 years to experience separation, to experience divide. You can go off to another planet and experience that. Your consciousness, to fuck you as a body, your consciousness, but eventually you'll wake up and you'll remember you were so close. Eventually you'll come into a body, as some entities have done on this planet at this moment in time. 4th density, to remember. It's in that remembering. This time and this planet. This has all been bullshit, hasn't it? All these stories that I've been told has been a load of shite. The conditioned mind was false. That was just an overlay. That was somebody else's story. I'm just consciousness experiencing the moment. I'm just the awareness experiencing the moment. Now I can come back to a planet and experience oneness. I can come back to this planet and experience unconditional love, no separation. What a beautiful place to be. Or you can choose to live in divide, or you can choose to live in separation, or you can choose to live from the matrix, in the matrix and of the matrix. You can choose to live from that place. You'll go back onto another planet, not this planet. You'll start as a primate again. Repeat the whole fucking process. 75,000 years of consciousness experience in the moment, but you won't have a fucking clue. 75,000 years. And maybe at the end of that cycle, everything goes in cycles, people. Everything goes, you'll probably notice it in your own lifetime. You're not here by accident. You're not here you're here to to awaken. Your consciousness is here to awaken. But unfortunately, the trapdoor gets shut. The divine spark gets locked away in the veil of forgetting, in the conditioned mind. That cycle will just repeat itself. You'll start again on another planet to repeat the whole fucking cycle again. To repeat a third density planet. You will not, your consciousness, if you're living in divide, if you're living in separation, if you're living from the matrix, if you're believing any fucking story, your consciousness cannot sustain oneness. It can't. Try it. Try it now in a body. Go and be unconditional love. Go and live the rest of this lifetime in not a single judgment. Go and live the rest of this lifetime seeing oneness, seeing the I am in another entity, and see if your consciousness can do it. If your consciousness cannot sustain that, you are destined to go and repeat the whole process on another 3D planet. The whole 75,000 year cycle, not you as a body, fuck you as a body. Forget your name, forget your age, forget your height, forget you're a fat fucker, forget you're a thin fucker. Whatever it might be, drop it all away. It's the thing that is aware of the nighttime dream. It is the thing that is aware of the mental activity. Fuck the name for dream. It is the thing that is aware of the mental activity at nighttime. Every single entity on this planet returns to that place. Do they or do they not? Does all this form dissolve away? But what remains? Consciousness, the awareness of the mental activity at nighttime remains. It never goes anywhere. When you die, you just fall back into an infinite dream. You fall back, wowzers, into the infinite space that you've always been. This form is bollocks. This planet is just your conditioned mind. It's all the stories that you've been told. It's all no sense. People don't believe it. Why? Because they're conditioned and programmed not to believe it. They don't believe it because... Morning, buddy. Yes, mate. Have a good one, pal. Fuck you know. Absolutely taken over by the fucking mind. Yeah. Morning. Oh, yeah. You okay? Yeah. Blessed. Morning, guys. Morning, mate. Morning. Once you see that you're only ever in contact with somebody's conditioned mind, once you see that you're only ever in contact with somebody's programming, then there can't be judgment there, can there? There can't be that separation. There can't be that divide. So let's round this up. You, in this lifetime, this planet is a planet to choose. Simple as that. The game on this planet is to choose. You choose between service to self or you choose service to others. Everything is ramped up on the planet at this moment in order for you to choose. Service to self, service to others. There's another choice. The ultimate choice. The ultimate choice is to drop the label in every moment. Just try it for the next day and see how you feel. See if it brings you closer to other entities. See if it brings you closer to what humans call a horse. Just drop the name. Just see the life force happening. Experience the person you're with without a story. Drop it all away. And experience the moment as consciousness, experiencing the moment. Hope everyone has a fantastic day. From my heart to yours, in this temporary human experience that will one day reunite with the infinite. Namaste.